G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kishan and I'm a 25-year-old chartered accountant living in New Zealand. If you guys haven't been following me through the journey so far, 9 months ago I quit my job and took a career break. And today, here I am reviewing how the last 9 months have gone. In today's video, I'll revisit the reasons as to why I took a career break. I'll talk about what are the things I've done and how I've changed. I'll even have some snippets of what people think of me after these 9 months. And the last thing I'll talk about is what are the things I wish I could have squeezed into the career break, or some of the other things or regrets that I might have had. Alright, let's revisit some of those reasons as to why I took a career break. I talk about the repetitiveness and monotonous of daily life. I talk about the job that I was in I didn't really like. And the third thing I talk about is the self-discovery I was hoping to make. Those 3 reasons I talk about in the video I made 9 months ago still stand and hold true to today. I still look back and I think those were the right reasons as to why I left my job. I mean, the repetitiveness and monotonous of daily life, look, I felt like I was in a system. I felt like I was going to work and I was doing the same thing day in, day out. And I didn't feel any changes in the person I am. I tried changing those up by doing different things, hanging out with different friends, getting out on the weekends. But the thing was, there was an underlying problem that I had, and that was just, I felt like I was within a system and I put myself within this and I didn't know how to escape. So when I broke that chain and I realized I need to get out of this, that was really a simple decision for me, and it was just, wow, I can just get out of this and do something else. So I'm real happy about the fact that I've come to the conclusion that repetitiveness wasn't really for me and I needed to break that chain. Reason number 2, the job wasn't for me. This is as simple as it gets. I spent 3 years in there. I learned everything I could about the industry, about the role I was in. I learned as much as I could, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. It actually taught me a lot and it's equipped me with so much information. But after about 3 years, I'd recognized that role wasn't for me. And every single day after I'd quit my job, the more and more I realized that job really wasn't for me. And this is a conversation I've actually been encouraging with a lot of my friends and people that I've met. I've been asking them, is this the role you really see yourself in? Is this the job that you want? Is this the career path you'd want to be following? And I understand that there are financial needs and obligations that each of you have to meet. But really ask yourself the question, is there any other way for me to satisfy my life or keep myself floating while I work on something else that could really be what my passion is about? And the third reason is the self-discovery I was hoping to make. Man, have I changed in the last 9 months. In fact, I don't even think I'm the same person as I was 9 months ago. I'm so glad that I embarked on this career break and chose to learn more about myself and challenge myself to do new things, face fears, get into uncomfortable situations, and try new things, because I've changed, I've grown, I've learned, and I've experienced all these amazing things in the last 9 months. So, if you ask me whether this career break was worth it, I'd say it's the best damn decision I've ever made in my life. It's the thing that I will never regret. I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to take this career break, and I'm sort of lost for words as to how I've really felt over these last 9 months, or how I feel right now. I don't know what to say, but it's given me the opportunity. This career break has given me the opportunity to start my own YouTube channel. I traveled around New Zealand. I learned how to skateboard. I built my first Lego set. I helped plan a proposal. That was cool. I drove a Porsche. I met new people. I made new friendships. I went on road trips with lots of friends. I camped for the first time over New Year's, and I woke up to a beautiful sunrise on the 1st of January 2021. It was a gorgeous sunrise. and I did a lot of kayaking. I started new habits and trends. I started journaling. I hung out with mates and family. I worked out more. I lost weight. And above all, it gave me the time to relax, it gave me the time to reflect, and gave me the time to recalibrate my brain. And during this process, I've grown beyond imagination. I've grown in ways that I couldn't imagine. I've become more confident. I've become more comfortable with the person that I am. I'm more fearless. I'm ready to tackle things head on. I'm ready to face failure. I'm embracing adversity. I'm more patient, more in the present. I show more gratitude. I'm more understanding. I'm more caring. I'm more aware of my surroundings. Look, the list of this just goes on and on and on.
One thing that I have noticed that you have started to realize that your mom's the fulcrum of your life and how important she is.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay.
I see that you're more relaxed and happier. I'm happy about it as well because I wanted to see you relaxed and in your space rather than being always on the go, go, go.
Of course, you have changed over these last 9 months. You have used it to evolve yourself into a better person. To put it in simple, two-letter word, it's about self-discovery. I think that's exactly what you've done. Because I think you have evolved yourself as a better person, you've taken on the challenges and have been constantly reflecting and improving on things that have mattered most to you.
Short answer is definitely yes. I think you've grown as a person, you've matured a lot. You've, I think, been a bit more deliberate in the things that you do, which is great to see. You've obviously had that time to reflect and you've been, you're able to, direct that a little bit more into what you want to do.
The biggest change I've seen over the 9 months with Kishan has been his clarity and thought process. Because I think over this period, he's got a realization of what he wants to do. And he's also zoned in on that. And at the same time, he's really focused in on his personal development points. And he's had clarity not only in a personal setting, but also in a professional setting in terms of where he wants to take his career forward. So I think that's where he's grown as a person in the 9 months.
I guess the main thing that I've noticed is you've become a lot more positive with, all your actions and your attitude towards everything. I think before that, especially in your previous job and stuff, you're just a lot more negative and complaining a lot more about things. So I've just seen that improvement in you over this last 9 months. You're a lot more peaceful.
Yes, you have changed over the past 9 months. You've become more introspective. You have taken time to understand yourself and work towards a positive growth.
Over the last 9 months, I think Kishan's found more time to spend with his family and friends, whereas, he'd be quite busy with work. Yeah, so I think he's changed quite a bit.
I definitely see that you're more in the moment these days, which is real good.
Clarity.
Happier.
Evolved.
Peaceful.
He's got a bit more of a sense of direction now.
Calm. You're not as reactive as you used to be.
So, like I said, if you ask me whether this career break was worth it and whether you're even ever considering a career break, I'd almost write a resignation letter for you and make you quit your job because it's the best decision I've ever made. And I'm so excited to be sharing this with you. That's why all this energy is it's flowing through me because it's genuinely how I feel. This is not for views. This is not to put it on YouTube. This is just to share with you guys how amazing I've felt, and I'd want people to enjoy this themselves. I wish you could have been there through every step of my journey because it's been beautiful and it's been challenging and it's been hard and I've learned so much. But would I have changed any part of it? Maybe. We'll go to that section later. But generally speaking, no, I wouldn't have, because it was really, really an unbelievable experience for me. So would I have changed anything about my career break, or would I have done anything differently? And what were the challenges that I actually faced? Starting off with the first point, I probably was quite happy with how my career break had gone. Look, I wish I was a bit more productive at times, and I wish I'd gone on a few more adventures, and I think those were really the two main points that I like to touch upon. I think at times I got a little bit lazy and I probably wouldn't have done as much work or even produced as many YouTube videos as I would have liked to, and I do wish there could have been something more I could have focused on. And in terms of adventures, obviously it would have been nice to go on a few more trips by myself, but look, I think I'm not going to crucify myself on these 2 points. Generally speaking, I'm very happy with how the career break has gone, and honestly, I'm pretty content. Like, I'm happy with where I've ended up. So yeah, look, it's like one of those situations where I would have been happy to do a bit more, but I'm also quite happy with how things have panned out. In terms of the challenges you face, I think there's a misconception that just because you're on a career break, it's all fun and games, but realistically, it's not always that simple. There's a lot of emotional challenges that I faced during the last 9 months, and the biggest one was spending so much time alone with yourself. Like, you don't always have time to hang out with, well, they don't have time to hang out with you, so you're stuck doing a lot of things by yourself, whether that's going for walks, going to the movies, whatever it is it may be. You spend a lot of time with yourself, and this really made me, look within myself and ask myself questions that I hadn't asked myself before. It was a lot of introspection, it was a lot of reflection, a lot of journaling to understand my feelings and my emotions. And they were challenging at times. At times, I even thought maybe if I had a job, it'd be better off because I don't have to focus all my time thinking about things. So there were definitely those emotional hurdles that I faced and had to get over. The other challenge that I faced was organizing my life. Because I had all this time to myself, I was never in any rush to do anything, or I didn't feel like I had a deadline to meet. And look, that's kind of how I did want my career break to pan out. But it also meant that I probably watched a little bit more Netflix than I would have liked to, or slept a bit longer than I would have liked to. And during those times, I think just finding some sort of a routine was a little bit challenging for me. And because you lose routine and you lose the amount of things you have to do, I think you also start losing the amount of motivation to get anything done as well. And that's a little bit of a hard challenge for me personally, because I like to be quite organized with my life and get things done and tick off things as a day progresses. So that was the other challenge that I'd say I faced, and the way for me to combat that really was to, get up in the morning and go to the gym and write some to-do lists to get done for the day. I'd like to close this off by thanking all of those people that have supported me through this journey. My family, my mum, my dad, and my brother have played such a crucial role in taking me through this journey, and they've been so supportive of me every single step of the way, and they've been extremely proud. I'm extremely grateful for them, and I'm so grateful that they've given me the opportunity to take this career break and support me through this process. So thanks a lot, guys. I'd like to say thank you to my extended family, my uncle and my auntie and their family. I'd also like to thank my grandma over here in New Zealand for her support, my grandparents in India for their support, all my extended family in India and the States, wherever you guys are based. Thank you so much for your continuous support. You guys have been awesome, and thank you so much for watching my videos as well. I'd like to thank Shaylee and their family. Thank you so much for your support as well. I really appreciate all your guys' support. I'd also like to thank all my friends, like every one of you guys. You guys have played such a big role, and you've really made me feel like this was a good step for me. And I'm really grateful for having you guys in my life. Thank you very much for supporting me and telling me what I'm doing is cool. It's all good. Like, it's nice to hear from peers around you that what you're doing is not the worst thing in the world, and have those guys to support you. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. And the last things I want to give is to you guys, all of you that have been watching these videos, my YouTube followers, my subscribers, those people have watched all my videos. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter whether I get 1 view or 1,000 views. For me, every single view genuinely counts. I'm grateful to have some sort of an impact, hopefully a positive impact in your life. I do really appreciate that. So thank you for taking the time to leave me those likes, leave me those comments and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys continue to watch these videos and you're really, really enjoying my content. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, let's wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been an absolute pleasure of mine to make this video. There's been so much energy, and I love sharing this journey with you guys, so thank you for watching this. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want to leave me a comment, if you want to let me know how your journey is going on a career break, if you want to ask me questions, whatever it is you may have, leave that in the comment section below, or hit me up on any other social media platform you guys have me on. I'd love to take your questions. I'd love to hear about your journeys. And the last thing I'd like to do is, if you haven't subscribed already to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.